Today, I want to talk about a very simple somatic healing practice that I found that, in my opinion and in my lived experience, has completely resolved all problems and shown me the highest blueprint that's available for me in each moment, and it can do the same for you. And it's so simple that your mind is going to want to reject it. You're going to want to find something more complex. You're going to want to find something that feels more like a puzzle. But this is the only thing you need to do each day in order to receive the guidance and to open up the decision space in such a way where you will know exactly what you need to know when you need to know it. And that is the definition of true abundance. Abundance is not a material thing. It is you knowing what choice you need to make in each moment. Because if you know what to choose in each moment, you will receive the kingdom. You will receive the territory that has been carved out for you by God, the larger consciousness system, etc. So the way that the technique works is you feel it to heal it. You get very quiet with yourself and you turn your inner gaze towards your nervous system and really sit and relax into your nervous system and notice what feels heavy, what feels uncomfortable. All of our wrong choices are birthed out of a resistance to temporary discomfort. Because when we don't want to feel uncomfortable, we tell a white lie. We don't do the thing that we know we should do. We try to cover up that feeling using substances or sugar or food or whatever addiction is our go-to addiction. But there's something that I call riding the bull of your feelings. And the way it works is you set a timer for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour. If you've never sat with yourself for more than an hour, highly suggest setting a 2-hour timer just so you can prove to yourself that you can do it. And what this does is it says, look, monkey mind, you can have whatever weird thoughts you want to have, you can do whatever weird thing, you can make whatever weird choices you want to make after this timer goes off. But while this timer is set and until this timer goes off, I'm going to notice what's happening in my body. And so you just relax into that, maybe start with 15 minutes if you've never done it before, and you just get really curious about what's happening in your body. You get really curious about any movement, energetic movement, any discomfort that wants to shoot across your body. And as you do this, thoughts will disappear because you're moving all of that mental energy down into your body. And you will slowly have an unwinding of the discomfort that has been lodged in your nervous system. Reality in life is set up in a way where we attract to us, like an acupuncture needle, the exact experiences that are required to dislodge energy that's been stuck in our system. So when something frustrating happens, or something makes us angry, or something makes us sad, it's not that we're unworthy of having a better experience, it's that we're not paying attention to what life is trying to show us. And so if we look at life as a mirror, life will mirror to us something that triggers an emotion, a bioenergetic event in our body. And as we track that with our mind, so we move our attention down into our body and we notice what triggering feelings we have, we notice the discomfort, we notice the manic energy that's in our body, and we sit with that. And as we notice it, not judging it, allowing it to be there, recognizing that just noticing it is the transmutational process, and as we notice that energy, it will transmute itself back into creative potential. And so the lie of us misperceiving, which is what all fear, doubt, and anxiety is. It's a lie. It's fear. It's false expectations appearing real. So the lie of fear, the lie of uncertainty, shows up in our body as discomfort. But as we put our attention on that discomfort, life, the larger consciousness system, God, can remove the blinders that we had on us and open us up to intuition. And the way that intuition shows up, once you've fully felt through what you need to do, is that you have deeper clarity on what your next choice should be. So when you're in fear and anxiety, your decision space of what you can think and what you can choose is very small. But as you focus on the discomfort in your body, transmute that back into creative potential, and the transmutation feels like a softening. It feels like the tension is relaxing, and it's almost like when you drink a cup of hot tea and you feel that warmth move through your body. You'll know when you fully transmuted it, because the discomfort will no longer be there, and you'll have this warmth that spreads out into your field, because you are a spiritual being. You're not the meat sack here. And so what you're doing is you're releasing that energy back into your field that has gotten too coagulated in your physical system. Discomfort in the body just showcases that you're too focused on material things, you're too focused on linearity, and there's an opportunity to expand your perception back into your spirit body. This is sometimes called ground and balcony, where when you're too embedded on the ground, physicality, the things that you're observing, energy starts to get lodged in your physical system. But when you can move to the balcony, that 100,000 foot view of what's happening, that energy can disperse. It can remove the plackiness that's clogging the arteries of your nervous system, as a metaphor, and then it opens this decision space so that you can think more thoughts, so that you're a wider antenna to receive right thinking, and so that you can recognize that you don't ever have to plan anything. God has a plan for you. The larger consciousness system has a plan for you, and that plan is the most optimal blueprint for your personality type that you could ever live, and you're contributing to that plan in co-creation with God, because every time you see something you don't like, as Abraham Hicks says, you send a rocket into this larger template, what they call the vortex, that then becomes the optimal reality that you can call in. But you have to get very still with yourself on a regular basis and feel through your big feelings. You cannot resist temporary discomfort, because when you dive wholly into that temporary discomfort, you will unlock a wisdom that gives you true discernment and the ability to not only see the right choices, but the courage to actually choose them and move forward in real time with the choices that will connect all of the dots that you've set up in your life and that God set up for you in your life. It will connect all of those in reverse and give you a experience of time collapsing as you connect dots moving forward. So there's never anything to do. Whatever problem comes up is just showing you what you need to feel. It's literally a feedback mechanism. So there's no reason to judge things that make us frustrating. That's actually a really beautiful signal that says, hey, if you would just feel this thing, map out all the times that you've felt that way, really get into the heart of what that feeling is about, then you will unlock the next step. You will unlock the most optimal choice. And abundance is just us consistently choosing the right things. And that means that we have to be very aligned with truth, because in our discomfort, we want to tell lies. We want to tell white lies. We want to avoid speaking the truth out loud. But once we're good at feeling through our discomfort, and maybe like a practical thing that you could do to get good at feeling temporary discomfort is just take a cold shower. You can look up Wim Hof's work and see the benefits of taking a cold shower or doing a regular cold plunge. But at a psychological level, at an emotional level, what you're doing is you're saying, I'm someone who is willing to feel temporary discomfort for the benefits on the other side of that. And you become the type of person that God puts big plans into your life, that God sees you're the type of person who will be a good steward of big plans. Because in order to enact big plans, if your vision is sufficiently big enough, you're going to have discomfort. There's going to be challenges, but those challenges are not roadblocks. They are indicators of where you need to grow in wisdom so that you can see a larger decision space and choose the correct decision. This is a somatic healing technique that will literally solve for any problem that you have, because the problem is never external. There's never anything that you have to do out here. You heal it, you feel it to heal it, and as you shift the energetic makeup of how energy runs through your nervous system and your spirit body, the world will automatically render to match that. Once you no longer have that uncomfortable energy lodged in your nervous system because you felt through it and now you feel the release of it, well, reality doesn't have to keep poking you in that same place. Just like when you get acupuncture, once the energy is moving properly in the meridian line, you don't have to keep poking yourself with the acupuncture needle. Reality is the same way. If you have effectively felt to the deepest level whatever reality is inspiring inside of you, then reality does not have to point at that anymore and say, hey, there's something here for you to feel and release. So you release it, you feel it to heal it, and then you sit quietly and ask to be shown the perfect blueprint. You ask to be shown the miracle that already exists so that you can connect dots backwards and collapse time as you connect dots and stair step into the most optimal life for you. Let me know in the comments if you tried this practice, what came up for you. Have you done similar work in the past? Let us know other relational work that maybe we should check out that's similar in concept. I'm looking to build a community of people that are into crypto, that people that are entrepreneurs, building businesses, building side hustles. But I want people that are using a spiritual frame to manage all of those things. I'm not selling anything around spirituality, but I am looking to connect with like-minded and like-hearted people. So let me know if you're one of those people in the comment, and we'll figure out how to navigate reality and be in concert with God's plan and the larger consciousness system together. Bye, y'all.